Hi, everybody. So, I don't know if I talked about this before, but on my healing journey, our we have limiting beliefs, which are our inner children. So it's all the beliefs we've learned throughout our life, the things that limit us. So, I had to learn to separate like the the religion, like the way I was brought up with religion, and like the religion part of it was fear based for me. So I had to separate myself from that. And it's not that I don't believe in God, like God, the universe, whatever you call God. It doesn't matter. As long as there's somebody that you call God. And, or, the universe, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, so then I was trying to, everything's our perception. So I'm trying to look at like things from the Bible, which for me went along with church, Catholic school, religion. So I have to find a way to separate myself from that because it was all a fear-based thing for me. Because if you don't do everything right, you're gonna burn in hell, which is a limiting belief. Like you're not gonna burn in hell. That's not a thing. Like you create your own hell, in my opinion. Now these are my opinions. You don't have to agree with me because everything is everyone's perception. But basically, so going to the Bible, I was going to talk about Jesus and the apostles. So I may have brought this up before, but so Jesus and the apostles are Jesus's inner children or the limiting beliefs. But Jesus, like he would listen to them. But if you ever watch, I watched The Chosen. So if you ever get a chance to watch The Chosen, that's where I'm getting this from. Jesus always stayed the same. He would listen to what they had to say, and he didn't agree or disagree with them. Or he would disagree and say, okay, maybe we'll do that at a later time, or whatever he came up with. But he didn't let them control him. Jesus always stayed the same. And then that goes to us. So we have our inner children in here trying to tell us, like, don't do this, don't do that. Oh my God, this is going to happen. Like, it's trying to like get you in your head about stuff. And you have to learn to separate yourself from that because those are your limiting beliefs trying to control you. And like your original you is not your thoughts. That's control. So you have to learn how to separate yourself. So if you have a limiting thought, a thought that comes up like, oh my God, if we do this, we're going to die. Because that's where it goes sometimes for people. Or that's where the inner children, because, some of your inner children were little kids. So they think this thing that's happening, which is like, it could be nothing. It could be the littlest tiny thing. And your little inner child is telling you, oh my God, if we do this, we're going to die. And then that brings up your fear and anxiety. Well, for me. So you have to learn how to separate from that and realize that that's not who you are. You are this person. This person who was taught all those things. Like you were taught those things, and those things aren't who you are. You are, like Jesus said, be like me, or God said, be like me. You have to be like God or Jesus and not let things outside of you affect you. You have to learn how to be at peace. So you get peace by letting those things go. Realizing that is not what's happening. Those things in your head are not really what's happening. You're making that shit up. Or they're making that shit up. Like they're turning it into way more than it is. So like say somebody cuts you off in traffic. And you get really angry. And so you're in your head, your thoughts are telling you that they did that shit on purpose. But they didn't. They aren't even thinking about you. That's how they did it. But you're getting in your head about it and getting angry and getting yourself all worked up over something that, oops, it was an accident. It was a mistake. Not a big deal. Move on. So that's where I'm at. All right, everyone. Love. Peace. Stay tuned.